So I was out flying my drone when out of nowhere jumps this palm tree, jumped out in front of me, and just attacked and swallowed my drone. My poor defenseless drone, eaten by this palm tree. Needless to say that a rescue attempt was immediately dispatched to recover the lost aircraft from the jowl of the evil dragon palm tree.
I mean, we'll go up a little bit. What kind of progress am I making? 5 feet, 4 feet.
Our hero made several attempts to scale the long neck of the palm using rope and bravery.
Any progress at all? I can't tell.
Slow progress, but progress.
After little progress was made, a regrouping and reassessment was necessary. And from that regrouping was born a new idea.
It's that branch. It's got a snake. Hello, my name is Ben. I have a palm tree. It's about 60, 70, maybe 80 feet tall, I'm not sure. And I flew my drone into the top of it, and it's sitting on one of the palms. And I need someone who knows how to climb palm trees to go up there and...
When they called me back, they said it would cost around $580 to have a guy climb up there, and that's if he was in the area already, which would have been like a week wait. We didn't have a week. So then we asked the neighbors for help. Maybe they know somebody who can climb palm trees. Then I put a rope through a tennis ball and tried to slam the tennis ball up into the palms and hopefully wrap it around the palm that had the drone attached and then kind of pull that palm down. That was not at all possible. I couldn't get halfway there with the tennis ball situation. And then I concocted a very elaborate series of pipes which were connected to the tree with a loop on the top. In a cat and a hat sort of way, I just kind of shimmied it up the tree, which got pretty close, but it wasn't close enough. It might as well have been on the moon. What ended up working was a little bit of bravery and a little bit of engineering. I drilled 30 bolts into the tree's trunk, about 2 feet apart, and climbed the bolts like a telephone pole type ladder to the top where the drone was. And I reached out with an apple picking stick and freed the drone from its prison in the palms. Clipped it to a rope and lowered it down to safety where it would rejoin our happy little family of cameras and stuff that we use to tell stories. Now I know this video is barely long, but this took 3 days. I spent 3 days trying to recover the drone, and I think there's an important lesson here that can be learned. If you don't mind, if you stick to it, and you keep coming up with new and different ways to attack a problem, and you don't mind perhaps murdering a palm tree, you can achieve anything, even climbing up into the clouds. Vic is probably never gonna let me house sit for him again, especially if the palm tree dies. The sap kind of filled the holes, so I'm hoping that, you know, it's able to fight off whatever airborne pathogens may or may not have been in the area, or insects, or termites, or anything, you know. The tree is definitely probably weaker for having 30 bolts drilled into it. Not structurally, but emotionally. And I've learned a lot. You know, don't fly drones near trees, ever. And climbing trees is really fun. So I'm hoping there's gonna be some climbing tree videos in the future. I wanna find some tall trees and climb them. I'm gonna get some of those tree climbing boots, maybe some straps. Make this a thing that I get into. Huh? What do you think? You like tree climbing? I like tree climbing. Let's climb some trees. You like trees? I like trees. I love trees. Trees are my friends. Join us on Wednesday when we continue. Party more.